Hey to all my beautiful moms, we are back with another video. As you can see, we have relocated. We are still getting things in order, okay? Moving and getting ready for the new school year and getting everything set up, making sure computers and everything is ready has been a struggle, okay? This video is to give you insight on how to prepare for homeschool and how to find out if you what the qualifications are in your city and state. So if you are a mom or a dad and you want to homeschool your kids and you want resources or you need support teaching your kids and collabing with the teachers, this is the page for you. What I do is I'm a homeschool mom of 3, 14, 10, and 7, and I teach parents how to bridge the gap between teachers and themselves. Because if your kids are in school, you are a teen. Or if you are a parent who wants to homeschool, I give you insights and tips on how to homeschool your kids and better prepare yourself so that you're not doing too much throughout the year, okay? So hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So one of the things that you want to do is go to the website, HSLDG, something like that. I will attach the link below so that you will know which link it is. So when you click on that link, it's going to ask you to find your city and state. When you click on your state, it's going to tell you the qualifications that you need to homeschool your child. Nevada is really lenient. All we need is an intent to homeschool, follow the curriculum, teach the four subjects, and just keep everything up to date. Super, super easy, right? So you want to do that first. You want to start that process first. Once that process come back and you get your paperwork, then you want to sit down and actually get with a curriculum. The curriculum I use is Mia Academy, and I also use a few other apps given to me and guided by my kids' ex teachers. I still have relationships with them. She helps me sometimes if I need support with a curriculum or getting more deeper in depth with comprehension and reading because that's one of her strong suits. So I have really good connection and bonds with my sons and my daughter's ex teacher, right? So that's one of the flexes I have. I have really good connections, principals, teachers, private school owners, just those type of things. So those are resources that I have for myself. If you can, build you some resources because teachers have access to things that we cannot have access to. So you two coming together will be awesome. So that's another thing. Get you some resources, teachers, somebody. One teacher is good enough because that teacher could have access to curriculums and things that you might need for your son or your child or your daughter. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Because child, we gotta watch what we say these days. These pronouns. Once school is out from 10 to 12, like I said, from 1 to 5 is where I have this huge gap where if I want to take them to some like a field trip or we want to go to the park, we want to go swimming, whatever it is that I want to do in that gap time, that is the time to do it. So like just say example, one of our field trips this month for August is going to be Area 15. So the day, once we're out of school at 12, we're going to shoot over to Area 15 and we're just going to enjoy our day for 2 to 3 hours so they can get that social time, that social play, that interaction, that just freedom to let loose. You don't want to keep your kids home all day. I do not teach my kids sitting at a computer for more than 2 hours. That's just me. And in that 2 hours, I'm doing 20 minutes with each subject. That's all it's required. It's just required 20 minutes of each subject, right? Then after the subjects, they are required, my kids are required to take a test. So once they do math, once they do English, they are required to take the test right after they finish that curriculum. So that's just one of my expectations because I want them to take the test right then and there so that they don't have to worry about weeks later to remember the information. It's easier that way, and you will see your kids scale actually when you see that they're passing their tests so quickly. So those are one of my requirements when it comes to homeschool. That's their routine. By the time we're done, we're home by 5 o'clock. Dinner is going on. Dinner go on at 5. They're in the showers doing whatever. Once dinner is done, we sit down, we have dinner. We can do movie time or they can choose, some days it can be free play. It just depends on our day when we have that gap, right? So that's what my day looks like for homeschool. So you want to get a schedule for yourself. You want to get a schedule for your children. My schedule looks a little bit different for my kids. So like I said, 8:30, they're up, 9:15 breakfast, 10:30, 10 o'clock to 12 is school, and then 1 to 5 is whatever we're doing. 5 o'clock, we're home, showers, wind down, 7:30 dinner, and then it's at the end, enjoy your wind down time and personal time. I am not we gotta do something every hour type of parent. No, 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 no. That's not who I am. Nope. And I found out that makes parenting a lot easier. So then you have my schedule, because I am an entrepreneur and I am a coach for beauty professionals and braiders. Where is my schedule? Where did it go? I had a schedule. It's somewhere around here, you guys. Oh, I just seen it. Oh, this is my schedule. So my schedule is I'm up at 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. I'm up at least 2 hours before my kids' meditation time. Um, Preparing my day if I haven't went over it the night before, reading, exercising, whatever it is I want to do for me without all the noise of cooking and cleaning and having the kids get ready for school and doing all the things. I take care of everything in that 2 hours. So therefore, when my kids and I sit down, that time is dedicated directly to them. I make sure that I'm available. The benefit of the homeschooling that I found is me having the time. I have the time. Me being an entrepreneur, a coach, helping other people build their business and creating content, because I make money off doing that, I'm able to actually sit with my children and spend a lot of time with them. When my kids were 1 to 5, no, let's just say, yeah, like 1 to 5, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was married. So I don't know what it's like to have to not be there for my children, because when I was a braider, they were there. I was still flexible. So I've always, my kids' whole entire life, had the flexibility of being there. So I will tell you, for me, I've always had the flexibility. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I work a 9 to 5. How do I do that? I'm not going to even lie to you. I've never had to be a mom and work a 9 to 5 before. I maybe was a mom for 5 months when I worked my 9 to 5 and I was with their father. So I never had to be a mom and work a 9 to 5. So when it comes to that, I don't know how to support you in that, because I'm not going to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I've never had to be a mother and work a job. Take hats off to you guys. But one of the things I've always wanted to do is be there for my children and watch them grow and build a relationship. So my schedule, 2 hours is my schedule is I'm up 2 hours before them. So I keep a calendar on me. I keep one on me. I can link it below. And they have one for homeschool. I didn't really like the homeschool one. I didn't really like the homeschool. I actually like this one better. But I will link this one below, and then I will link the homeschool, how to find out your homeschool laws in your state. I will link that below. Also, when if you want me to actually go in and show you guys how I break down their curriculum, what systems I use to test them, because I do test my kids' reading levels and math levels to see how what they're doing, to see like what the school district will say, and then what my actual tests are saying. So I do keep my kids like bouncing between both, because realistically, I don't want my kids to think that life is 100%. Like, do what you want. There's still rules and laws that you have to abide by, but my kids are pretty good with adapting. Another thing, the reason why I am on this schedule for when the kids go back to school is because my kids' friends are in school still. So I prefer to have my kids on their schedule, so that yes, they're hanging out with the homeschool kids while their friends are at school, but when school is out, they're hanging with their friends during the summer. So my kids have the best of both worlds, and I will tell any homeschool mom, please don't restrict your kids from public school kids, because they need that diversity, and it really helps them stay in tune with what's going on. They're not so out of touch with the world. So that's one of the benefits I will tell you so far that I've enjoyed. So I know I was all over the place in this video, but I'm gonna get better, y'all. I'm gonna get better, I swear. Overall, get your laws, find out your laws, um, do your schedule, get a resource, find a teacher, build a relationship. I don't care if you're not homeschooling this year. Find a teacher you can build a relationship with. Getting groups on Facebook where there's teacher groups, and get in there and get to asking questions. The best people to really, really, really collab with is teachers. And that's why I say I bridge the gap between parents and teachers, because there's this gap that's going on. And I've always got along with my kids' teacher. We were always a team. So I respect teachers wholeheartedly. I don't dismiss some of them are bullies, don't get me wrong. I have my fair share, but I've also had my fair share of amazing teachers. So hit that subscribe button. I hope this video helped you, and I cannot wait to see you guys next week.